You will never hear its approach. You will never see it gathering its strength in the coils. And by the moment you understand that you are in peril, your time has likely already run out. In the untamed wild, the end does not always arrive with a roar. Sometimes it slides silently over the earth, cloaked in dirt and shadow, wielding a toxin so efficient it can shut down a fully grown human body in a matter of minutes. This is no fable. This is no hyperbole. This is the cold reality of the most lethal serpents ever captured on film. Across unforgiving landscapes where seeing another sunrise is a battle fought second by second, certain snakes have evolved into the ultimate executioners. Their forms are lean, their movements exact, their strikes faster than the human eye can register. One misstep, 1 inch too close, one fleeting shadow, and the verdict is final. Deep in a desolate stretch of arid earth, a thin brown reaper glides through the low grass, scarcely bending a single blade. No hiss gives it away. No rattle signals danger. Its head rises just enough to scan the environment, sensing every tremor, every shadow, every potential enemy. This creature does not need bulk to rule. It depends on raw speed, aggression, and a venom that ravages the nervous system and the blood simultaneously. Victims are not granted a do-over. Even after being captured and released, the threat remains absolute. When this serpent senses motion, it snaps into action instantly. A sharp twist. A flurry of lightning-fast bites. Not directed at food, but launched straight at the strange object watching it. The warning is stark. Distance is no shield. To hesitate is to die. And believe it or not, this is only the prologue. Because the animal kingdom hides serpents even more hostile, more deadly, and more nightmarish than this. Beasts that do not merely stand their ground, they seek to conquer their surroundings. Predators so formidable that even the kings of the food chain pause before crossing their path. The scenes you are about to witness in the upcoming segments are not simple wildlife encounters. These are moments where life hangs by a thread, where instinct drives every decision, where a single puncture wound can rewrite the ending in a heartbeat. If you want to comprehend the brutal mechanics of nature where mistakes are fatal, do not go anywhere. If your pulse is already racing from this opening, smash that like button right now, and subscribe to the channel because the intensity is about to skyrocket. Terror travels faster when the assassin does not need to hunt you down. Out on the sprawling savannas, and in the dense scrub, there lurks a snake so rapid and so merciless that a confrontation can conclude before the victim even processes the event. This hunter does not count on stealth alone. It dominates through overwhelming power delivered in a hazy blur of motion. It rears up from the dust, striking not just once, but again and again with terrifying accuracy. Every bite pumps in a toxin engineered to cripple the nervous system, seize the lungs, and dissolve muscle control. There is no ceremonial warning, no theatrical pose, only speed, precision, and a will to kill. This species is notorious for delivering multiple bites in rapid-fire succession. It does not test its opponent, it annihilates them. The venom surges through the veins, silencing the nerves one by one. Without immediate medical aid, the hourglass empties terrifyingly fast. Archival footage exposes the sheer hostility of this breed. When backed into a corner, it refuses to flee. It charges. The mouth gapes wide, revealing an inky black interior. A final caution that few survive to tell about. Even massive beasts pause, knowing deep down that a single error could be their last. But the wilderness has no respect for fear, and sometimes monsters collide. In one savage clash, a giant raptor swoops from the heavens, talons clamping onto the serpent's frame. The snake retaliates in a split second, coiling tight, its muscles locking down like steel wires. Two killers locked in a duel where either could perish in mere seconds. Suddenly, bedlam breaks loose. Larger scavengers rush the scene, attracted by the commotion. The serpent becomes the target of their frenzy, forcing it to break its hold. In that fraction of a second, speed wins the day, and the bird makes its escape. The takeaway is undeniable. Even the most venomous snakes are not invincible. But to challenge them is to gamble with your life. In the wild, dominance is measured in milliseconds. And Venom ensures those milliseconds are agonizingly brief. If this battle left you shaken, do not look away, hit subscribe and stay locked in, because the next segment unveils a serpent with venom that redefines the concept of lethality. Some hunters have no need for aggression. They do not require intimidation tactics. They snuff out life with a cold, calm exactness. Hidden deep within isolated, rugged lands, there lives a snake so deadly its venom is hailed as a biological masterpiece of ruin. This predator wastes no energy. It does not pursue. It waits, it computes, and it strikes with horrific efficiency. Unlike cousins that rely on rattling warnings, this one attacks in silence, and with repetition, landing multiple surgical bites in a fraction of a second. The venom is a catastrophic cocktail. It severs nerve signals, stops blood from clotting, and starts liquefying muscle tissue instantly. Fleeing is impossible. Fighting back is futile. Concealed below the earth, this serpent navigates narrow burrows dug by rodents led only by scent. Its forked tongue flickers, decoding the invisible chemical trails left by its quarry. Every motion is calculated. Every second counts. And then it strikes. A small creature steps out from its refuge, oblivious that its end is mere inches away. There is no pursuit, no wrestling match. In an explosive burst of speed, the snake hammers it repeatedly. The prey crumples in moments, its biology shutting down before it can even twitch. This is not cruelty. This is evolution at its peak. What makes this beast even more perilous is its elusiveness. Human run-ins are rare, but when they occur, the results are often tragic. A single bite carries enough toxin to drop multiple victims, and this snake rarely stops at just one strike. In the wild, danger does not always announce its presence with noise or motion. Sometimes it lies patiently under the soil, unseen, unstoppable, and absolute. Yet this is still not the most shocking killer we have prepared for you. If this silent assassin caught you off guard, make sure you are subscribed, because the next chapter unveils snakes that do not even need to touch you to inflict horrific damage. Some serpents do not need proximity to kill. In scorching deserts, thick rainforests, and rocky outcrops where escape is difficult, a different breed of monster reigns supreme. These snakes do not wait for skin contact. They do not gamble on a latch. They attack from afar, turning the very air into a weapon. With a violent snap of the neck, venom is sprayed forward in a fine mist directed with chilling aim. The eyes are the bullseye. The agony is immediate. Sight vanishes. Panic sets in. For any creature caught unaware, those initial seconds of blindness can be the deciding factor between survival and the grave. This is no fluke of nature. It is evolutionary warfare. Specialized fangs enable these serpents to project their toxin without ever bridging the gap. The liquid burns, swells, and overloads the senses. If not washed out instantly, the impairment can be forever. In the wild, that is usually a death sentence. Don't let the distance fool you. Getting personal with these reptiles is a fatal error. When cornered, they lash out with brutal force, injecting a toxic cocktail that melts flesh and crashes vital organs. Their reputation alone usually sends predators running in the other direction. Now we enter the realm of the invisible executioners. Buried beneath rotting foliage, a heavyweight giant vanishes into the forest floor. It is a ghost in the leaves. Absolute stillness. Zero warning. Unsuspecting victims wander right into the kill zone without spotting a thing, until the trap snaps shut. The attack is a blur of violence, a singular explosion of muscular energy. Hypodermic fangs punch deep, pumping in a massive payload of toxins. Seconds later, the prey falters, hits the dirt, and fades away. The hunter watches. It waits. It only moves in to feed once the twitching stops. Out here, waiting is just as lethal as being fast. Those killers are nightmares, but our finale features a monster that eats nightmares for breakfast. A beast so supreme it hunts its own toxic cousins. If these hunters got your heart racing, smash that like button, and don't go anywhere because we are about to unveil the undisputed king of the venomous world. When this titan rears up, the whole jungle holds its breath. Amidst the thick undergrowth, a shadow grows tall, spreading its iconic hood in a calculated show of force. This isn't a bluff. It is a declaration of war from a sovereign that bows to no one. This creature doesn't just stalk ordinary meals. It hunts fellow assassins. Serpents that terrorize the wilderness are merely snacks to him. Even the most toxic vipers get swallowed whole. Armed with size, brains, and swagger, he is a juggernaut. No rushing, no fear. He dominates the battlefield from the moment he arrives. Challenge him, and he rises to eye level, locking on like a missile, muscles primed. His growl is low and guttural, a frequency that signals to every living thing, step closer and you die. But when the belly rumbles, the rules change. Starvation turns him into a relentless machine. He sniffs out trails, inspecting every burrow. Catching the scent of a hiding viper, he dives in without a second thought. A savage yank. A thrashing brawl in the dark. Then, nothing. Unlike his peers, he floods the wound with a tsunami of venom in a single bite. The toxin blitzes the nervous system, paralyzing lungs and limbs in a heartbeat. Running isn't an option. Even massive beasts drop like stones. Yet for all his might, the king isn't a mindless slayer. He prefers to sidestep trouble and issues fair warnings. But push him too far, he finishes the fight instantly. In the savage world, being the boss isn't just about speed, it is about total command. From invisible traps to aerial chemical warfare, you have witnessed how nature weaponizes survival.